Hi everyone, Seltzer here. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone lately, so I figure when I make this video, I'd give you guys a closer look at my top 10 favorite Hearthstone cards. Let's take a look. There are 9 races and 1 batch of neutral cards, so I've decided to choose a favorite card from each. Those races are Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior, and of course those neutral guys I was talking about. First up is my favorite Druid card. Now this might come a little bit unexpected, but it's actually the Ironbark Protector. For 8 mana, you get an 8/8, and he's got Taunt. This is a great guy to drop down when you're in a tough spot, you need to buy some time, or you just want to hit somebody in the face for 8. Hunter is my favorite class in World of Warcraft and in Hearthstone. And Animal Companion is my favorite card in the Hunter class. So for only 3 mana, you get one of 3 beasts, and these guys all pack a punch. There's Leok, who is a 2/4 that gives all your other minions +1 attack. There's Huffer, which is a 4/2 pig that has charge, and there's Misha, which is a 4/4 bear with taunt. Misha's my personal favorite, but all of them serve their purpose. I love to play Mage. Mages are a bit tricky, and a lot of their cards are pretty mean. There are some contenders for favorite card in here, like deal 3 damage, freeze somebody and deal 3 damage. But ultimately, I had to choose Archmage Antonidas. This guy is a 5/7 for 7, but that's not what makes him special. It's his spell. It says, whenever you cast a spell, put a fireball spell into your hand. That means if you cast Arcane Missiles, you get a fireball. You cast Pyroblast, you get a fireball. You cast Fireball, you get a fireball. It's pretty cool to be able to just fire incessant 4-cost 6 damage missiles right in your opponent's face. My favorite Paladin card is actually Blessing of Wisdom. It only costs 1 mana, and the spell says you can choose a minion. Whenever that minion attacks, you draw a card. You can cast this on your own minions, or you can cast this on enemy minions, which is why I like it. It's one of those head-scratcher cards where, say you're getting attacked, you have no response right away, but you can play this guy down and maybe draw some cards off it. It's definitely going to increase the length of your opponent's turn, though, as they sit there and wonder, is it worth it? My favorite Priest card is pretty obvious to anyone that's ever watched me stream. It's the Akanai Soul Priest. So for 4 mana, you get a 3/5, and what she does is basically turn you into a temporary Shadow Priest. That means all your cards and powers that heal now do damage. So the Priest as a hero power has, for 2 mana, the ability to heal for 2 anybody on the board. This becomes a 2 damage missile to anybody on the board when the Akanai Soul Priest is in play. Unfortunately, this also can lead to some confusion with other cards in your hand, where you think you're gonna heal your dudes and you end up blasting them out of existence. Be double careful if you put a Light Well in. They like to heal for 3 every turn, and that turns into 3 damage on your minions when the Priest is in play. So pay attention, because I've lost lots of games that way. My favorite Rogue card is probably everyone's least favorite Rogue card. It's the Defias Ringleader. Now, he has a combo, which means if you play a card before you play this one, you additionally summon a 2/1 Defias Bandit, who says something along the lines of, "This is our town, scrub." And so it's come to be called Getting Scrubbed when this combo happens. Now, if you're on your first turn and you're going second, that means you have the coin, which gives you 1 mana crystal. Playing that coin, bumping you up to 2 mana crystals, and playing this Defias Ringleader is the sickest opening hand you can hope for. But I remember when it was becoming popular, if a rogue didn't get that draw, they might just leave the game, which made it pretty lucky for me, too. There are a lot of cool Shaman cards that are really useful in very particular situations, but my favorite Shaman card is useful anytime, all the time. This is the Flame Tongue Totem, and even though he doesn't have any attack himself, he does lend +2 attack to the minions on either side of him. Now, this might not sound too impressive, but you remember the Shaman's hero power is to spawn 1 of 4 random totems, 3 of which have 0 attack themselves. So getting a nice lineup of totems out, and then next turn playing a Flame Tongue Totem, it's a powerful play on some otherwise unsuspecting opponents who think you just have a bunch of healy little pansy totems lying about. This Warlock card, I like so much, I'm actually going to craft it. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to click on crafting mode right here. And of course you can see all the cards I don't have, like this Felguard and Summoning Portal Pit Lord. But here it is! The Twisting Nether. For 8 mana, you can destroy all the minions on the board. So I'm gonna click create right here. Cha-ching! I have made a Twisting Nether card, and I can't wait to throw this one into play. Even though I'm a little shaky with my Warlock, this is a game changer because it completely wipes the board and allows you to play whatever you like. My favorite warrior card is another game changer. This is the Warsong Commander. For 3 mana, you get a 2/3 and a pretty sweet spell power. This lets all your other minions that you place on the board have charge. That means as soon as you place them, you can attack with them. You can get some pretty big creatures out in combination with this low-cost 3 mana too, so be prepared for anything from a warrior when you get late in the game. And last but not least, we have the neutral cards. There's a lot more of them than other cards. Obviously, these are meant to fill out decks and fill a lot of utility roles. But choosing my favorite wasn't hard. I hate this guy when I play World of Warcraft, and I was really happy to see him removed from the Undercity. He's not there anymore to pester me now that I play Horde. But this is the Abomination. It used to be a little cheaper. This is the Abomination. For 5 mana, he's a 4/4, but check this out. He has Taunt, which means you have to attack him before you attack anyone else on the board. And with that, he has a Death Rattle. So when he dies, he deals 2 damage to all the characters. That means your minions, your hero, their hero. This guy is an explosion. He also enjoys fresh meat and long walks on the beach, apparently. So there you have it. That is my look at Hearthstone. You can catch me playing on the Fragdoll stream every Tuesday. And if you're interested in the game, remember to opt in on your battle.net account so maybe you get scooped up into that beta. I'll see you guys on ladder.